4, 3, 2.
It's the one where I learn how to set SMART goals. So why set goals? Hey, if it's good enough for Harvard, it's good enough for me. It's story time. Here we go. Okay, in the book, What They Don't Teach You in the Harvard Business School, Mark McCormick tells us about a study conducted with students in the 1979 Harvard MBA program, which is a master's in business program. In that year, the students were asked, have you set clear written goals for your future and made plans to accomplish them? Only 3% of the graduates had written goals and plans. 13% had goals, but they were not in writing, and 84% had no specific goals at all. So 10 years later, the members of the class were interviewed again, and the findings, while somewhat predictable, were really amazing. The 13% of the class who had goals were earning an average twice as much as the 84% who set no goals at all. Okay, and this is the really cool part. That 3% that had clear written goals, they were earning on average 10 times more than the other 97% put together. That's amazing, okay? 10 times more than the rest of that entire group put together. Let's do some math on that. Let's see. 1 plus 1, 2 this, times this, multiply this, carry the 1, and in the end you get, that's a lot more money. Those 3% were making significantly more money by simply doing something like setting goals and writing those goals on paper. All right, so let's learn how to set some of our own goals. One great tool for goal setting is setting what's called a SMART goal. As you can see, SMART is an acronym. It stands for goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Let's take a closer look. Specific goals. When setting a goal, be specific about what you want to accomplish. And we'll look more at what specific looks like in just a minute. They need to be measurable. So how are you going to determine if you meet the goal? Remember, science students, when we're talking about something measurable, we're talking about something quantitative. It provides a way to measure progress. If it's a project that's going to take a few months to accomplish, well, then you need to look at setting some milestones by considering specific tasks that you want to accomplish. Is it achievable? This focuses on how important a goal is to you and what you can do to make it happen. It may require developing new skills or changing your attitude. Maybe time for you to change how you think about school. This goal is meant to inspire motivation. Can you do this? What skills will you need to succeed? Your goal needs to be relevant. Does this goal connect to what you are working on right now? Is this something that connects to what you're doing at school or in your life? Your goals need to be time-bound. And what that means is that anyone can set goals, but if it lacks realistic timing, chances are you're not going to succeed. Providing a target date is important. This will help with daily and weekly independent work time plan. Now, you'll notice, you guys, in this, that independent work time plan is highlighted because that's something you're going to see today as well, your IWTP. Okay. Let's take a look at goals that are too vague, okay, and are great. So let's look at a goal that's too vague. I will get good grades. That's vague because it doesn't really give you any of those SMART specifics. Here's an okay goal. I will try to get A's in my classes. All right, so now what you've done is you've said, I want to make those good grades specifically A's. Now let's look at a great goal. During the first semester, I will work to make sure my grades stay above 85%. That's a much more specific goal. And what we're doing here is we're saying, here's my time bound. During first semester, I'll work to make sure my grades stay above 85%. That's a much more specific goal. It gives us something measurable, 85%, and it gives us something that's time bound, first semester. All right, let's look at another one. Too vague. I will stay organized. Better. I will clean my binder and locker. Great. At the end of each week, there's your time bound, I will organize my binder, prioritize my homework, and clean out my locker. Now, those are some specific things that you can do in order to reach the goal of staying organized. All right, let's look at one last goal that's too vague. I will be healthier. Here's a better way of saying that. I will go to the gym and be a vegetarian. And here's a great way of saying that. During the first month of the school, I will get to the gym 30 minutes at least 4 days a week. What's great here is, again, we see that time-bound piece in the first month. Here's something specific. I will get to the gym 4 days a week, specifically 4 days a week, and I'll work out for 30 minutes. So those are ways to say, if I want to get healthier, here's a great way to do it. First month of school, get to the gym 30 minutes, 4 days a week. All right, so what comes next? Well, first you have to set those SMART goals. Now that you have a better idea of how to set some really good SMART goals, you're going to begin to work with your student personal learning plan. That's that packet that you got in your advisory class. And this is going to help you create the plans that will help you accomplish your goals. Because the simple fact is, we might have all the goals in the world, but if we don't know how to achieve that goal, if we don't have the plans to help us get to that goal, our goal is going to be no good. After you sit down with your personal learning plan, you're actually going to sit and chat with your advisory teacher, and you're going to begin work with your student independent work time meeting plan. This is how you're going to be able to start becoming more independent in how you complete your work and how you go through that plan so that you can accomplish your goals. All right, Ranger Nation. Rangers respect themselves by setting goals and making a plan to reach those goals. I think it's very important that you understand why we're doing this. You can't start too early when it comes to your goal setting. This is something that many teachers probably would have really liked when they were younger. The idea that we're helping you as 7th and 8th graders learn to set goals now is very important, because these are the habits that you establish now that you're going to take with you all the way through high school, into your post-high school life, and into your adulthood. So this is something that's really important. Thanks for watching, Ranger Nation. And as always, these videos are brought to you by the generous support of the TEFLA Foundation. Thanks very much. Have a great day. Peace out.
We are a part of the Ranger Nation. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And it's not where you're from, it's where you're at. Everybody gets knocked down. Everybody gets knocked down. How quick are you gonna get up? How quick are you gonna get up? Everybody gets knocked down. Everybody gets knocked down. How quick are you gonna get up? Just how are you gonna get up like that?